Hello everyone. Now we will do one sales budget problem. And our first budget problem is from your textbook, chapter and exercise. If you have your textbook, you can open page number 543 or you can also watch it from here. So the problem is on sales budget, which is really very simple. If you already watched the video, you should have some idea how companies actually forecast their sales and how they do their sales budget. And remember, sales budget is actually based on their sales forecast, number of units that they want to sell, and what will be the sales price per unit. So after multiplying these two, you can project the sales revenue. And that's what we are going to show here in our sales budget. So let's do the sales budget problem is 9.4. So if you read the problem, you will see that Jefferson Sports Medicine, they actually offer two types of physical exams for students. One is the basic physical, another is the extended physical. And that's the charge for the basic physical, which is $60, while the extended physical's charge is $135. So these are basically their per unit or per service physical services sales price. Now, Jefferson expects to perform 220 basic physical and 190 extended physical in July and 235 basic and 200 extended in August, 105 basic and 110 extended in September. So you see, these are their expectations, what they're gonna do in these 3 months. That means July, August, September. So it's basically talking about their third quarter's projected amount or projected number of physical exams, and we also know what's the price. So using this information, we're gonna prepare their sales budget. So let's do the sales budget for the company. I'd write down the name of the company, and I'm trying to do it in a Word document. It's a little bit hard rather than writing on a paper, which I feel a bit convenient. So just for some convenience, I actually copied an Excel file. But during your exam, you need to make your own table. And that's why for the next two problems, I actually added the video from my class, and then you will get some idea and tips how to draw the tables, how to write down the title columns. And I will not provide this structure. You really need to know how to do the table by yourself. So let's do the sales budget for this company. And the name of the company is Jefferson Sports Medicine. And we are doing their sales budget, and that's for the third quarter. So you actually need to write down the name of the company. Well, I think we already have some space here to write down the name, so that I can convert a little bit of this space. I'm gonna putting it here. So whenever you will do one problem, please write down the name of the company and the type of the budget that you are going to do, and of course you will write down your time period. That means the budget is for which year, which month. It could be the monthly budget, or it could be for a year-long budget, or it could be for a quarter's budget. So whatever the information will be given to you, you could do your budget problem. So now once I write down the name of the company and what type of budget we are doing, we will write down the name of the month. So here the information is given for the 3 months. So let's write it down: July, August, and September. And we also will do a total column. You could write it down total or the third quarter. It's totally fine, whatever you want to write. You will write both and you can select any of this. Now, what we're gonna do first, we will show what is our projected number of physical exams. Well, this is a service company. They provide medical services, these physical exam services. So that's actually our service number. But for a manufacturing company, it would be the number of units that they want to sell. And they basically have two types of services. One is the basic and another is the extended. So I will write it down first, the basic one. So let's write it down here, the basic things. First we are going to do the basic one and then we'll be doing the extended one. So for the basic one, it's already given what will be the number of exams, right? It's the number of physical exams. And in July, if you see, they are projecting they're gonna do 222 basic, and in August they're gonna do 235 basic, and in September they will be doing 105 basic. So I'll just write it the numbers. What is given here: July 220, August 235, and September 105. Now it's also given what's the price per basic exam. You see in your second sentence here, they say that the price for the basic exam is $60. So we're going to multiply it, and using this multiply sign, multiply the price per basic exam. And it's already given, it's $60. So we're going to multiply everything by $60. And this is how you will get your total projected or budgeted revenues for the basic physical exams. So if you have your calculator, please do the calculations. Let me check with my calculator. So 220 multiplied by 60. And I got for the month of July, they are service revenue or sales revenue will be 13,200. And if you multiply 235 times 60, let's do it. And I got it at 14,100. And if you do the September, that means 105 times 60, and I got it as 6,300. So this is their basic physical exam sales focus for these 3 months. Now we will do another one for their extended exam, because they have two types of exams that they do. So let's do it for the extended exam. Extended, I'm writing the title, and again we're gonna do the same things, number of exams multiply the price per extended exam. So here will be the number of exams, and then we're gonna multiply it by price per extended exam. And let's see what are their projections for the extended exams in July, August, and September. So if you see here for the extended one, actually they are expecting to perform 190 in July, 200 in August, and 110 in September. So I'm going to write it down 190. Oops, it's a little bit, the font, let me change it. It's 190 in July and 200 in August and 110 in September. Now you're going to multiply it by the price for extended exam, and it's given here in this problem, it's 1. $135. So now I'm going to multiply it by $135, and we're gonna multiply all those months by $135 because their price per extended exam is kind of fixed. Right. So now you will take your calculator and you will multiply these two items. Let's do the July one. 190 times 135. And what I got is 25,650. So let's take the other one, which is August. August I found it 200 times 135 is 27,000. So you can check it with me. Please use your calculator. Let's do the September one. It's 110 times 135, and I got 14,850. And this is how you will figure it out what will be their projected sales revenue for both types of exams. Now we need to do the total. As I mentioned during my PowerPoint slides on our chapter content, that you need to do the total both ways. We will do the total, we will do it vertically, we will again do it horizontally, and always double check it just to make sure that your grand total is correct. So let's do it. So if I would like to do the total for the basic exam, that means they have July, August, September. If I add all these three, then you're gonna find your total number of basic exams for that quarter or for all these 3 months. So let's do it. 220 plus 235 plus 105, and I got it's 560. And again, their price per basic exam is $60. So if you multiply, you will find that their revenue from their basic exam and is actually 33,600. Right, and we will do the same thing for the extended one. Let's add all these extended forecasted exams for these 3 months, 190 plus 200 plus 110, and we got a total of 500 extended exams. And again, for the extended exams, they actually charge $135. So we're going to multiply it. So let's multiply 500 times $135. And if you do it, you will find it. Let me check. I found 67,500. 67,500. So we just got the total for these two exams actually. Now we need to figure out the grand total. That means what will be the total for the month of July? Total means basic plus extended. What will be the total for the month of August? What will be the total for the month of September? Then we'll also add the total of this basic and extended, and we're gonna figure out the grand total. So let's try to do the total. So you could write it down. It will be actually our total sales. Right. So our total sales revenue, well, you can also call it service revenue since they are providing the service. Doesn't matter as long as you mention the term revenue. That means it's talking about their revenue through their service. So for the July, they have basic revenue. The revenue from the basic exam is 13,200. For extended exam, 25,650. So if you add these two, that means 13,200 plus 25,650, you will get 38,000. I got 38,850. 38,850. Now we could do the same thing for the month of August. If you add this 14,100 plus 27,000, these two, you will get 41,100. 41,100. Now let's do the September. Basic revenue is 6,300 and the extended is 14,850. Let's do it. 6,300 plus 14,850, and what I got is 21,150. So this is actually their month-wise sales revenue. Now, if you add it, you will find your grand total. So let's add all these three, 38,850 plus 41,100 plus 21,150. And what I got, it is 101,100. 101,100. So this is your grand total or the entire projected sales for the third quarter. And also double check it. You will also add it vertically. That means their total basic revenue is here 33,600 and their total extended revenue is 67,500. So if you add these two, let's do it. 33,600 plus 67,500, you will get the same grand total, which is 101,100. So I would always suggest you to double check it that both ways, I mean your vertical addition and horizontal addition will give you the same result. So that's our sales budget. I hope you will practice this one.